Hello, and welcome to OC News. I'm Isabella Lyons.
And I'm Diana Vilches. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. We have some sad news to report. Several weeks ago, I reported on a scooter accident that critically injured two CSUF women's soccer players. Lauren Turner and Ashlyn Gwen were hit by a box truck while riding their scooters to campus on September 27th. Last Friday, November 7th, Lauren passed away from her injuries. Turner's father wrote on the GoFundMe page, "Our sweet Lauren fell asleep in the Lord. Our hearts are broken and her family is forever changed." Her family also said, "Lauren approached everything she did with heart and joy and had a gift for making people laugh and feel at ease." The sophomore defense midfielder from Tustin was 19 years old. Teammate Ashlyn Gwen has a long road to recovery. She has been moved out of the ICU and is conscious and has regained motor functions, and her family plans to eventually transfer her to a rehabilitation program in Houston for continued inpatient care. Her survival is considered a miracle. Our prayers go out to both families. There is a vigil for Turner scheduled tonight at 5:30 p.m. at the Titan Stadium.
A 3-hour car chase last Monday started in Ventura County, with the driver eventually crossing the U.S.-Mexico border. Yesterday, the driver returned to the U.S. and turned herself in. 29-year-old Alyssa Wilson was driving a stolen minivan from a sober living home in Thousand Oaks. The vehicle was spotted in Simi Valley. Deputies attempted a traffic stop when Wilson fled. She reached speeds up to 90 miles per hour. The California Highway Patrol took over the chase when she got on the 405 freeway. She passed through Orange County and then went southbound on the 5 freeway into San Diego County before crossing the southern border. Wilson turned herself into San Diego authorities. She was later handed over to Ventura County deputies. She is thought to have been experiencing a mental health crisis.
Every seat in the House of Representatives will be in play for the 2026 election. So what does Prompt 50 really mean for congressional maps and the future voters? Evan Fennell has the story.
Some upperclassmen remember the faculty strike in January 2024. The strike resulted in an extension of the current contract, but negotiations are ongoing. Noah Shearson has you covered on the latest from the CFA and its renegotiations. Coming up after the break, tune into what I learned about warning signs and California's vulnerability to human trafficking.
And Colin Costigan will preview action in the NBA and NFL.
And I got the weather, where I might become your biggest op after what you hear what this weekend has in store. OC News, we'll be right back.
Human trafficking is a worldwide issue, but in California, we have to be even more cautious, because even though it may not seem like it's in plain sight, it's right in our backyard. I attended the Human Trafficking Task Force event where Irvine came together to raise awareness.
The first and largest international chapter of Bayan Philippines, a Bayan Soko, held a rally Saturday night calling for overseas action against what they're calling a ghost government. Giselle Medina has more.
The sunshine is all gone heading into this November weekend, which might alter your weekend plans. Our weatherman, Evan Fennell, is here to ruin our good times with some possible rain. A sorority is turning up the music and making new beats to raise money for their philanthropy, with a little twist of competition. Reporter Jaden Fernandez has the story.
From caffeine to animation, we'll take a look at some of the latest trends in pop culture, especially from someone who needs caffeine. Here's Julian Viejo with entertainment.
The memorial vigil for Lauren Turner will be starting soon at 5:30 p.m. That's going to be it from us in the studio. We are going to close out the show with Jenny Guzman, who is at Titan Stadium, where people are starting to gather. Jenny, I'm sure the mood is very somber.
The two women critically injured in a scooter accident on the north side of campus last month have been identified as two players on Cal State Fullerton's women's soccer team. 19-year-old Ashlyn Gwen and Lauren Turner were hit by a box truck heading southbound on Associated Road en route to Titan Stadium to watch a men's soccer match on September 28th. Both were taken to a local trauma center where they are currently in critical condition. The team has played in 2 matches since the accident, honoring both players by holding their jerseys pregame. A GoFundMe has been created for both players and their families.
The U.S. federal government shut down today due to spending disputes between Democrats and Republicans. Neither side was willing to give in. As a result, no funding bill was passed. After Congress failed to reach a settlement, the U.S. federal government shut down at midnight of October 1st. Many non-essential functions are on hold because many federal employees resigned. The impasse was due to disagreements between Democrats and Republicans over health care and several other spending claims. President Trump responds by blaming the Democrats for the issue and threatens to withhold funds to Democratic states.
The Israeli Navy has sent a warning to the Global Samud flotilla that they are trespassing in a blockaded area. The Global Samud Flotilla is a series of 50 boats with the purpose of delivering humanitarian aid to Gaza. The flotilla was seen traversing through Israel combat territory with plans to deliver the aid. However, Israeli military intercepted them and has detained its passengers.
Hamas is currently reviewing President Trump's peace proposal to end the war in Gaza. Officiators have met with Qatar, Egyptian, and Turkish officials to discuss President Trump's peace plan. President Trump has said that Hamas has 3 to 4 days to give their response. The president hopes that Hamas will agree to a disarm deal and of a deployment of an international stabilization force in Gaza.
Turning Point USA makes its first return to Utah after the death of Charlie Kirk. The Turning Point USA organization, founded by Charlie Kirk, has made its first comeback in Utah after its founder's murder on September 10th. Event coordinators have heightened security measures to ensure the safety of everyone attending. Despite the event, it was able to amass a crowd of approximately 6,500 people with speakers honoring Kirk's legacy and discussing the future of the organization.
Pumpkin spice and everything nice. Fall has officially arrived at one local hotspot. Miranda Palmas has a story.
Cal State Fullerton's University Archives and Special Collections are raising money to combat long-standing storage issues. Fluctuating temperatures and humidity levels have affected some of the materials housed in the archives. The archives have been a fixture of the campus since 1967 and are located in PLS 352. The current space is in need of an update.
It was not intentionally developed to hold archives and special collections. It was just a space that was available. It was better than the space they were in at the time.
The renovations would provide consistent temperature and humidity control in the space and would further limit harsh light from deteriorating documents. Books and documents are not the only materials affected by these improper storage conditions. Tapes and photographs are also subject to damage in this environment.
It's possible for those to even get mold on them, depending on the levels of humidity and everything like that. Those can become like damaged and warped.
The updated space would also cater more to students by improving the reading room and expanding spaces for seminars to be held.
We have been working with architects to do a concept plan, and they're just almost finalizing that.
The center has already started their fundraising efforts, drawing in donations from bequests and crowdfunding, though there is no specific goal at this time. The archives are a shared resource many Titans rely on. Renovations to the space would enable its preservation and growth for semesters to come. For OC News, Kabeer Kansara.